through the easy way. Okay. Hey everybody, today we will solve this chemical equation, okay, using the balancing method, okay. So now look over here. First of all, we'll write the oxidation number for each one of them, okay. So for example, sulfur is 0 over here, hydrogen is, let's say, +1 over here, okay. Let's say for nitrogen, I don't know, okay. So what I can do is I can figure it out, okay. How can I figure it out? I will do this HNO3 over here, okay. I know hydrogen is +1 always. I don't know for nitrogen, okay. And then I know that I write 3 here because we have 3 atoms of oxygen. And then I write -2 over here, okay. And then I write it's equals to 0, okay. Why? Because it's a neutral atom, right? Okay. Then what do I do is I would, solve it further, okay. And then I will do this, okay. That is -6 plus 1 is like -5 here. And it goes there. So this becomes +5, right? Okay. So this is +5 here and this is -2 here. Okay. Now, in this one, oxygen, we already know this is -2. Let's say we don't know sulfur. Here, I would advise you to pause the video and I want you to calculate oxidation number of sulfur on your own. Okay. Alright, so if you have not paused it, let's do it together. X plus 2 minus 2, okay, 0. And then if this is like -4, okay, and if it goes there, it is +4, so S is +4 over here, right? Okay, then we have over here nitrogen and oxygen. Same thing over here, right? Okay, then we have NO over here. Nitrogen is, let's say we don't know what is nitrogen, right? Okay, but for oxygen I'm sure it is -2, okay. So we will do this, and if it goes there, this becomes +2, right? Okay, so this is +2 here and this oxygen is -2 here, right? Hydrogen we already know it's +1 and oxygen we already know it's -2, right? So first thing we have done in this chemical equation, that we have balanced the number of atoms over here, the charges over here. We have written the oxidation number. Now what we'll do is we will see where the oxidation numbers are changed, okay. So the very first thing that I can see is that over here, okay, here it was 0 and over here it's +4, okay. That means over here it lost 4 electrons, okay. If, let's say, this question was to ask which one is oxidation and where is reduction happening, so over here we would say, oh, that over here oxidation has happened because it just lost 4 electrons, right? Then we talk about over here, okay, for, I'll choose a different color, okay. You see nitrogen is +5 here and nitrogen is +2 here, right? Okay, so when we look over here, okay, it was +5 and it is +2. That means it gained 3 electrons, right? Okay, so this is what? This is reduction that is happening. If you remember, reduction is gain of electron and oxidation is loss of electron, right? Okay, is there any number changing? +1, same. -2, same. Okay, so you see everything is the same over here, right? Okay, now over here oxygen is -2 and over here also oxygen is -2. So everything is same throughout, right? Okay, but what we see is that over here this is by a difference of 3 and over here this is by a difference of 4. So what do? We multiply, okay, this equation by 3 and we multiply this by 4. Why? Because when we multiply this by 3, this is 12 here and then this is also 12 here, right? Okay, so if we are multiplying this by 3, so we will write 3 here and we will write 3 here, okay. And if we are multiplying this by 4, so we will write 4 here and we will write 4 here, okay. So this thing is balanced, but how about water? Okay, how about water? This is, see over here, 2 hydrogen atoms, okay, because if nothing is written over here, so 1 is written over here and then this is 2, right? Okay, so that means we have 2 hydrogen atoms. But if we look over here, this is like 4 multiplied by 1 is 4, right? Okay, so simply we will cut out and we'll write this is 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 moles of hydrogen over here, right? Okay, and now our equation is well balanced, okay? Another way is you can check also, okay? So this is like 0, so this is also over here. You know, the overall charge will also become 0 and all, okay? I hope you understand.